Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here, and I'm doing this commentary video for Shogun 2 Total War. This is a multiplayer battle, and my opponent is Billy Rolo UK. He is a level 8, I am level 4. This is being fought on the Tranquil Streams map. And you can see you can deploy on either side of these two separate land masses. But I'm going to deploy on the right side because that is where two little points are. You know, points that you can capture, and it'll boost the stats in your army. So I'm going to deploy to the right, and I'll show you why. Well, I already told you why, but visuals are always better than you know, just telling you. Alright, so I deployed over here, so this is why. Because you got two of these things here. We got one here, and then you got one over here. This one is a archery dojo, and that restores ammunition supplies to nearby missile units. This one is a sword dojo, and that increases the melee attack and charge of all spears. Sorry, the charge of all units. My opponent has one on this side, so I really expected him to deploy across from me. Like directly across from me. He's going for this. It's a workshop, and that increases the armor and melee defense of all units. We'll look at my army, and you'll notice something different here. I've got matchlock units, finally. I've got six units of these matchlock Ashigaru. And then I've got, what do I have? I think 5 units of Katana Samurai. And then I've got 1 unit of the Lone Sword Ashigaru. Where are they? I don't know, they're back here somewhere. Here they are. These guys. Look at them. Awesome. And I have some Yari Samurai. These guys. I was expecting to fight Cav. And because I didn't really bring any Cav myself, I decided to bring a lot of Yari troops. So my opponent has. He's already actually shooting me with his missiles. His bowmen actually outrange my matchlock units. But once you get close with his matchlocks, it's going to be really, really deadly. I have seen him in action before. So he has one bow warrior monk. Actually 2 bow warrior monks. And they are turning tail. And this is why. I've got my matchlock units running across to shoot them. And then I'm going to retreat because he stops here. Then he's got his avatar's unit. The name of his avatar is Rolo. Rolo is one of these guys here. This one right here. This guy. Then he's got 1, 2, 3 units of the Naginata Samurai. Then he's got these guys. 1, 2... Hold on. He actually has another... No, sorry, this is a Naginata warrior monk. These monks are actually pretty awesome. 1 unit of Katana Samurai. Make that 2 units of Katana Samurai. 3 units of Katana Samurai. Another unit of Naginata warrior monks. And that's his army. So, I scared his bow warrior monks with my avatar's unit. My avatar bodyguard unit. So, I just want to harass him. And I've got my matchlock Ashigaru ready. They are ready, Napoleon style
Our
here.
general is in grave danger, my
No, he's not. So I'm getting shot again by his dudes. His bow warrior monks. They have really good range. So I dare to cross this little stream here. He's gonna pull his avatar's bodyguard unit back. And I'm gonna turn back here. So this will consist of a series of feints, you know, false charges and retreats and whatnot. But all the meanwhile, I've been capturing these little points here. I captured this archery dojo, and I also captured this thing here, the sword dojo. My opponent has his thing, and that is a what was it, an armor, a workshop, I mean. Anyhow. I could have sworn he had more archers than that, but he didn't. He only had 2 units of archers. Had I known, I would have, you know, been a little bit more aggressive. But I'm content to do this. Because I was assuming he had better quality units because he was level 8. I'm being shot again by his dudes. So, I'm gonna surge across with my Matchlock Ashigaru. And we're gonna give him the business here. Yeah, get some of that, guys. Get some of that. That's progress, guys. And that's gonna teach him twice. Or a few times. We dropped a few of them. That was enough to intimidate him. Those are his Naginata Samurai. He reformed them on his left. He's gonna come forward with his melee troops. Try to intimidate me. And I'm just going to withdraw. And he's gonna do the same thing. And I'm being shot again by his bow warrior monks. So for me, this is more of a testing ground. I've never used Matchlock Ashigaru, so I just want to see, you know, how effective they were. And they seem pretty good. Like, once you get them close enough to the enemy, they're pretty good. So once again, my opponent's bringing up his bow warrior monks. Don't worry, I'm gonna put a stop to this in a minute. My guys are winded, they're tired, and they want to fight. So I will grant them their wishes soon. So I haven't used these guys yet, these 2 units of Matchlock units, but I will push them up, all of them. So once again, my opponent's moving up, and I'm gonna move up too. And I want to spray these guys in the face with my Matchlocks. Look at that! Oh, he fell. Yeah. This time I'm bringing up all my Matchlock units. No, I'm not. I had 2 back here actually. Sorry, but I'm gonna bring out the bulk of them up here. All 4 of them. Well, 4 of them. 4 out of 6. And instead of running away from his melee units, I'm gonna stand my ground, and I'm going to shoot them. Look at that. That's gonna teach him. He's gonna surge forward though. And now I'm gonna pull back. I just wanted to get some shots on him. Let's see. One's down to 114, another's down to 106. One's down to 107, another's down to 114. Sorry, 117. 114 and 118. So that little burst of Matchlocks, it was pretty good. Now I'm getting shot by his archers again. So it's pretty sweet that we had similar armies actually. Like, we both concentrated on infantry units. Those are my lone sword. They're trying to get in the fight. And once again, I'm bringing up my Matchlock units. We're gonna watch this mayhem. These guys are gonna come forward again. And I'm gonna halt my guys so they can fire at these dudes. Boom! Pretty sweet action. Yeah, he's losing a lot of guys like this. But my guys are wavering though in face of this samurai charge. So I'm gonna pull back. So just a bit of skirmishing. He's gonna run across again. It's kind of a seesaw affair. But don't worry guys, yeah,
Hidden units, my lord.
my guys are itching for a fight.
Treacherously meant to ambush us.
Those aren't really hidden units. I mean, I've already seen what his units were. Alright. Once again, bringing up my Matchlock units. I really want to kill those bow warrior monks, if possible. Now what is he doing? He is doing some stuff with his army. pulling back again, and I'm bringing up my match luck units to screen the rest of my army. This time I'm gonna cross onto his side of the of his island, and some of my guys are routing. I guess they couldn't handle all that samurai action. I'm gonna sit here and start shooting these dudes, and right behind I got my army coming up now. Here's my Avatar's bodyguard. This is Al Pacino. Freaking great actor. Now I'm gonna charge. I'm just gonna charge into this guy. You know, I figured that my matchlocks did enough damage. And samurais, they love to fight, so why not let them fight? Alright, this is gonna be the start of a very brutal fight here. These flags are very similar. I mean, like the color scheme.
Are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
My opponent's bringing up some more units. These are Naginata Samurai. And here's his Avatar's bodyguard unit here. So here's what the action looks like. It's like a very general brawl here. Some of my guys are routing. Those are my matchlock units. I tried to pull them back, but I guess I got stuck. And, yeah, this is a very, very messy fight. Here's the action up close. Well, here's a cinematic view of it. It's kind of sweet, actually. I have the black circular flags. Like, it's like a white flag with a little, just like an 8-ball almost. His are the white banners, and it's got purple.
Our men are running.
It's kind of like the Takeda flag almost. And I got some guys running, and I'm bringing up my Yari Samurai. Even though there's no cav, I figured I better, you know, bolster my front ranks with something. Just can't let them, you know, like rout without, you know, without fighting. I'm gonna charge in my Avatar's bodyguard unit. I'm gonna try to break through this gap here, but it's just hard breaking through gaps here because your guys do get stuck. So this is what the fight looks like. It's really messy. Yeah, I finally got through there. My guys are down to 18 men though. This is my Avatar's unit. I'm gonna pull them back. And I thought about charging his general, but since he's level 8, I figured that wasn't a very good idea. So I'm just gonna pull back and strike into the rears of his troops here. It's really messy, guys. According to the balance meter, we're still pretty even. So his Naginata here are winning. But it's really hard to tell who's winning. Like, when I was fighting this battle, I was like, what is going on here? I was sure I was going to win, though. But you can never be sure, guys. You can never be sure. Because you know, he has a better rank. And in a fight like this, where there's very little maneuver, you would think that his better quality troops would triumph. So he's pouring in his archers now. Those are his warrior monks.
He lives.
Alright, and this is where it sucked. Because my general got injured. And in this game, you really can't let that happen. Because if that happens, then your guys will start to break. And you can see some of my banners are starting to waver here. See that? Those guys are shaking. They went from wavering to shaking. Or shaken. So, I don't know. Can you tell what's going on here? Let's open up the biggie map. Can't really see, but everything's all clustered together. I do represent the red dots on the biggie map, and he represents the blue. Alright, so I started going for his Avatar's bodyguard. I wanted to even the odds by trying to assassinate his general here. And it's getting really laggy just because everything's so clustered. And there's just so much happening right now. Let's zoom in on this action. These are all my guys, actually. Look at the flags. We still have about the same amount of flags, but you can see I'm slowly wrapping around his troops. Yeah, like during this this big brawl, I've been trying to, you know, just wrap my guys around him so that I was surrounding him. That was my game plan. And now I'm actually pushing through on this side. See this? I'm steadily starting to wrap around him and push him. Now I'm going for his general here. Yeah, kill this guy. That would make things a lot easier for me. Let's do the cinematic view here. Let's go with this section. Look at that. Very sweet looking view, I think, right? So yeah, everything's right here. It's just one big bloody brawl. And it's a good thing these guys carry all these banners, because it would be extremely hard to distinguish what was happening in a replay, if otherwise. But because the color scheme is somewhat similar, then it is still pretty confusing.
My lord! A glorious
And look at that, my guys finally started to overcome the enemy. And we were actually going for his general here. I had my Yari going after him and whatnot. But yeah, you can see his guys are starting to break. See his banners? Now it looks like my Magic 8 banners are starting to dominate this map. And you can see I win the battle here. Look at that mess. It's a huge mess. It's just cinematic view. Look at that action, guys. And finally, victory. That was very close. Good game to my opponent, Rolo UK or something. I'll show you the battle results.